channel. Today I have something for you guys, like a little message. Yeah, nah. Like, I wanted to talk to you about something that was just put in my heart or put in my mind. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna share with you guys the message that I was given. Yeah. Never let them know your next move. I'll repeat it again. Never let them know your first move. I mean, not your first move, but your next move. Your next move, what do I mean? Like, if you're interested in studying football, like, don't always let people know your first move, especially if you're trying to lead up to success, because some people don't want to see people succeed. And if you are the type who likes to overshare or share a lot, like me, saying that you can't tell people your next move is a challenge. It's a very, very deep and challenging challenge. But then now you ask yourself, you ask me, Zizi, how do I stop myself from oversharing my next move? Question is, the answer is you. How do you stop yourself? Self-control. Journaling. Like, there's so many things you could do to let them not know your next move, but now we're gonna break this down. Firstly, I'm going to be going through 4 points. 1, how to identify that you overshare a lot of information that is not, like, not everyone needs to know that about you. Why did you share it? How do you identify you do that? 2, advantages of oversharing. 3, disadvantages of oversharing. And 4th, how to deal and overcome with oversharing. Yeah, stay in tune for that. So 1, how do you identify that you overshare a lot? First, you find yourself in scenarios where you don't know someone and you're already telling them your life story. You don't know someone and you're already telling them things that you are over trusting. And I cannot, from my side of things, I can't say that's an easy thing to deal with, because I deal with it myself. I can't say it's easy. It's not. Over trusting people and just opening up to someone is quite easy for people who overshare like myself. But then if you choose to identify that you overshare, that's a good thing. You are going on the right track. That you are basically telling yourself, oh, I never noticed this about myself. Can't believe I do this. Does that person really need to know that I do this? Did that person need to know that? Why did I tell them that? You find yourself thinking a lot of those things, and you later realize, like, oh, they didn't need to know that. I didn't need to tell them that. You keep repeating it. Eventually you learn to regret it. And now this way you need to learn how to share less. Oversharing has a lot of its disadvantages. It might even have its own advantages. This is where part 2 comes in. Advantages of oversharing. Oversharing can help you build a bond with people. Like, if you are an oversharer and this person you're oversharing with also shares, you create a bond, and those bonds are rather closer than others because now you all really know each other. I have not like I have friends who I know I've overshared and they have overshared, and that's how we've created this friendship bond. But then now I've had friends who I've overshared and they've shared little, and it's created a though it's created a bond, it's created something where they have the upper hand in the relationship. And this is where the third point comes in, which is disadvantages of oversharing. Disadvantages of oversharing. So what does this mean? That means you overshare to the point that you see there's something wrong that's happening with your oversharing. Let's say you overshare scenario, you overshare to some random person you don't know. You tell them, oh, you know, I really don't like Samantha. Samantha doesn't know how to do mathematics well. She's horrible at it, and I like mathematics. So since she does it a lot, she doesn't like it. I just don't like her. You tell this to a random total stranger at school, maybe Samantha, you and Samantha in the same class. Then you find out the stranger is Samantha's long lost cousin. What do you do in that situation? Like think about it for a hot minute. What do you do? Do you run over to the person and say, hey, please don't tell Samantha what I said about her, because me and Samantha are like friends and I don't want anything to happen. It gets to the point that your oversharing could destroy relationships between people. It could destroy your reputation. It could do so much things just because you decided to say something to someone you don't know. Or even you said something to someone you do know, but you don't know. What do I mean by this? Let's say you know Samantha. You and Samantha are buddies. You overshare and tell Samantha, let's say you do something very bad. Samantha, I snuck out of the house. I did this and this and that. Oh, I went to go see someone. My mom doesn't know. The issue with that, you don't know much about Samantha. You are always talking. You are always talking to the point where Samantha has told you very little about her life. It gets to a point when people ask you, what do you know about Samantha? And you look and you scratch your head because you know nothing. You've been oversharing. You don't opt to try to say, Samantha, what about you? Have you experienced the situation too? Have you also tried to sneak out something? You don't try to initiate anything. You just overshare. You just always talking. You don't get to a point and you realize, and it's like you feel like you're self-centered. In fact, you don't feel, you are self-centered, because that's all you do. You speak and you overshare about yourself. It gets to a point you have to think and you have to reflect, and you're like, you have to sit down with yourself and reflect and think, why do you overshare? People overshare for so many reasons, and this is gonna be a hidden point which I did not mention, which is point number 3.5. Why do you overshare? 3.5. Why do you overshare? Many people overshare because they want to feel heard, because they feel like they haven't been heard most of their life, and the only way they can be heard is if they are always talking, always just speaking, and they feel like they're being heard. But what they don't realize is that they are disclosing so much information that some people don't really need to know. Not that oversharing is bad, it's just sometimes oversharing has so many disadvantages that it doesn't benefit you. You want to have a method that benefits you. And some people just overshare because they're naive, because they feel like they can trust anyone until it comes back to bite them and they realize that wasn't the right move. That leads us to our fourth point: how to overcome and deal with oversharing. And how do I do that? Is your question, how do you actually do that? How do you do that? I feel like for people who've dealt with oversharing, the best thing to do is to journal. Have a book that when you feel like you need to overshare, grab that book, write your emotions down, and don't do something when you're like, okay, now I'm journaling, let me overshare. No. When you feel like you have something in you and it really needs to come out, don't share it with anyone. Share it with your book. Your book is your best friend now. It is really not expensive to buy a book, even if it's something this small. The 5 Pula books, like, go get yourself one. I have one. In fact, let me show you all. This big guy. I got her, I think, last year. And no, I got her this year. I don't know when this year, but I got her this year. When I feel like there's something in me that needs to come out, and I know this is not something I can just tell anyone, you run to that book. And don't say, okay, now let me journal what I have to write. No, just write down all your emotions. What you just want to spill to someone, just write it. You're just like, no, but this and this and this. But Samantha, I really don't like Samantha. Samantha does this and this and this. Samantha is not good at math, so I don't like Samantha. You find that that book is what holds you together. It makes you don't need anyone. Like, you can't say, okay, I'm gonna hang on to this person because this person knows too much. That person can leave. It's possible that person goes and and let's say they leave because they married you, and then the next thing they're doing, they're sharing all of your business to the public. You have no secrets anymore. And not that it's secrets, but it's your private life. I recommend you get this, a book. I think I got this for 20 at the Fields. Get yourself a book. Write down your emotions in it. I have written in this book once or twice because it's gotten to a point where I chose not to overshare, and I didn't know how not to overshare. Like, if you don't have siblings like me who you're close to, I totally recommend a book to write down all your emotions. But I have my sister, so I overshare to her and she overshares to me, and it's been like that. But now when you don't have, let's say you're not close with your sister, something that could help is this, because I've written this. I've felt in moments where let's say I don't have my sister, I don't have no one to share with, I'm like, this can help me. And it actually has helped, because I advise also, when you're writing in it, write with a pencil for purposes that, I don't know, when you're with a pen, well, this is my opinion, with a pen it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like you said anything. With a pencil you can just write to your heart's content. You can't make a mistake when you're oversharing with a pencil. You really can't. That one I can tell you, you can't. But with a pen, maybe you can make a mistake, maybe you can't. I don't know if oversharing with a pencil in your book helps, but try oversharing with your book. Overshare with your book. Overshare your life with it. For guys, this is not a diary. This is your best friend. Some people say overshare with, yes, overshare with your book, and then when you're done oversharing, get your Bible, pray about it, ask God to help you and guide you through this, and tell him that, oh, I overshare, help me with oversharing. Or you can say, God, I really don't like Samantha, help me in my heart so that I can start liking Samantha again, because I don't want to hate Samantha. It's just something I've been dealing with, and I need you to help me with this certain problem. You find that your problems actually get solved because you prayed about it. You didn't go around telling everyone. Now, not a soul knows what you had to say. Only your book and God know what you needed to say, and that makes your life so peaceful and quiet. You have a peaceful life. Well, that's the key to peaceful life. God. God is basically key number one and the only key you need. And the other things can come after. Patience, right after God. Kindness, compassion. Just, I recommend you get yourself a book if you struggle with oversharing. Get yourself a book and a pencil, a really fast writing pencil to be exact, because the day you need to actually let things out, that book will be your best friend and you're gonna hold on to it. And you don't need to write like in order, like in the pages in order. Just open some random pages, start writing. If you feel like you need to write the date so you can remember, oh, this day I overshared, but I overshared with my book. There's a black page. Just take some random page, not the first one, not the last one, just a random page. Start writing and see where it takes you. And actually really help. Anyways, guys, that's all I wanted to say for today. I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I hope this video really helps. Like, I needed to let something out. I needed to overshare about oversharing. That probably wasn't great, but anyways, I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. See you in the next video, Sparkles.